Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
It's been a soggy day out there with rain and thunder moving through our area. Good evening and thanks for joining us. We haven't seen anything severe this afternoon, but that could change later this evening. Let's head out to Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, who's at the Backyard Barbecue in South Fargo, for a look at what's happening tonight. Hutch?
Well, thank you very much. Outdoors right now we have clouds. We've had on and off sprinkles here in the early afternoon hours in the Fargo-Moorhead area, but for now things are setting up pretty nice for us. We're going to get a break in activity, but thunderstorm chances will return to the region as we head into the late night hours. For now, here is a look at what we have going on that radar. Quiet in the south for the most part. Up north, we just have soaking showers with a couple of bolts of lightning here and there around Lake of the Woods. As we take you in a little closer, right now Fargo's in the clear, so get out and enjoy, have some fun out there. Soaking much needed rain working its way through northwest Minnesota and northeast North Dakota heading into the evening, but we are keeping our eyes peeled out to the west, and that's where we have some stronger thunderstorms that are developing in the heat of the afternoon sun. Out near Bismarck, there's a severe thunderstorm warning for one of those storms. Large hail and gusty winds will be the primary threat tonight, and because we have some turning in the lower atmosphere, it would not be surprising to see a funnel cloud or two develop. These will not be the long-lived thunderstorms that produce violent tornadoes, but it is a possibility, and the storm team will be keeping our eyes on the skies. Here's what you can plan for this evening. Quiet weather in Fargo-Moorhead. Temperatures and the wind will be up there, and as a matter of fact, we're expecting those temperatures to fall down through the 70s and into the 60s for most of our evening. It'll be gusty at times, but by and large pretty good. Now, if you're in the Northern Valley in and around Grand Forks, things will be a little wetter out there with prolonged showers of rain, soaking showers, and a good ½ to 1 inch of rain possible up there with temperatures in the low to mid 60s for most of the evening. You mentioned we're in Fargo. We're here with Jamie Erickson, the big winner of the inaugural first one of the year, Cashwise Backyard Barbecue. Jamie, where did you sign up to win?
13th Avenue Cashwise.
Very good. And who are these hungry guests you have here?
This is my daughter McKinley, and I have my family back. This is my son Gavin, my mom. She's actually the one that signed me up. Good deal. My son Anthony, my friend Lindsay, and her daughter Aubrey. And more will be on the way.
And is everybody hungry?
Oh, starving.
All right. As am I. I brought an appetite tonight. We can't wait to get to the Cashwise guys here in a minute. But for now, thunderstorms way out to the west. It'll be later. We'll have your hour-by-hour forecasts coming up in just a few moments, Andrea.
All right. Thanks so much, Hutch. And of course, you can stay up to date on the weather conditions where you are anytime on your smartphone or tablet. Just download the Storm Team weather app to get the latest weather conditions and even follow the radar live. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store. 5 people are in jail accused of impersonating the IRS. It's an old scam that has cost taxpayers millions. We've reported on many people who have fallen victim to the scam, but rarely do we hear about the scammers getting caught. The 5 are charged with wire fraud and conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Although some can breathe a sigh of relief, we have another scam to tell you about. Most grandparents are willing to do anything for their grandchild, which makes them the perfect target. You may have heard of the grandparent scam. It's when a person calls and says they're a grandchild in trouble and they need money. Again, it's an old scam that we've warned you about before, but as Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop explains, it's targeting people in our area again, and this time the scammer's story has slightly changed.
Marlene Foss said she got a call from a man that identified himself as her grandson-in-law, Matt. Matt said he was in jail after getting arrested for drinking.
You know, I just took it for granted, go get the money, you know, and so Matt can get out.
A deputy took over the phone call and explained she needed to send $3,000 for bond.
He said, well, go to Walgreens and send that money to iTunes.
Foss's daughter heard the strange conversation.
$3,000 withdrawing money, and then I heard her talking about iTunes, like trying to spell it out, and of course she doesn't know what iTunes means.
Lasky said she knew it was a scam, but was surprised how the scammer knew her son's name.
He's the one that initiated his name, so because otherwise I don't think she would have thought about it.
The internet allows for the sharing of so much information.
Lieutenant Jacobson says scammers can use Facebook to learn about you and your loved ones.
Well, they're trying to play on your emotions generally, and they're trying to give some urgency.
Jacobson says people need to not trust what the caller is saying. Lasky agrees.
We have vulnerable adults, grandparents who really believe that their grandkids are in trouble, so they're willing to do anything, and they believe it because they just, again, you said, they're a trusting generation.
Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
Hey, Mom.
Moorhead police say getting money back in a scam like this is often impossible, so it's important to not act right away. Instead, take some time to figure out what exactly is happening. We have some new developments on a series of nationwide robocalls that appear to be targeting schools. Today we've learned the calls have not stopped. In fact, Red River High School in Grand Forks received a bomb threat today. The same thing happened to at least 4 other schools around the country today, including an elementary school in Bismarck. This is the second such threat this week. Century Elementary School and Cheney Middle School were among a handful of U.S. schools that received a similar call Monday, but no bombs were found. Wendy Davis, one of Hillary Clinton's well-known supporters, stumps for her here in the Red River Valley and talks to us about the State Department's recent finding regarding Clinton's emails. Davis, the former senator best known for her hours-long filibuster of a Texas abortion bill, says the findings show many people, not just Clinton, used private servers.
She's embracing making sure that going forward, the State Department as well as other departments in the U.S. government are going to conduct themselves in the most secure and safe way possible.
Supporters where Davis spoke say Clinton's emails are simply another way Republicans are trying to avoid talking about real issues. And Republican presidential hopeful Donald Trump will be making an appearance in North Dakota. He'll be speaking at the Williston Basin Petroleum Conference tomorrow in Bismarck at 1. The event is expected to draw a lot of traffic, so if you plan to attend, we have information on parking and road closures online. Simply click on this story. And if you cannot attend, we will be live streaming the conference, which you can also find online. At least 8 people are facing charges after being accused of taking part in a break-in and vandalism that occurred in McLeod, North Dakota. Here's a list of the 8 people involved. All are in their 20s. Court documents say the group was drinking around a campfire when they decided to see if the McLeod Schoolhouse Museum was open. It wasn't, so they broke a window, allegedly, and climbed inside. The group eventually made pancakes that were intended for a breakfast benefit the next day, leaving a mess behind and some cash. The Bethany Lutheran Church in McLeod was also vandalized, but investigators say they couldn't find any DNA or fingerprint evidence at the church to connect the 2 break-ins. One North Carolina school system is considering a crackdown on skinny jeans at school. Currently, students can wear skinny jeans, leggings, and other tight-fitting pants without any problems. But the new Hanover County School Board is considering a change in policy after some, quote, bigger girls were targeted and bullied over wearing the tight-fitting jeans. Under the proposed guidelines, students could wear skinny jeans or other tight-fitting pants as long as the posterior is covered by a dress or long shirt. It appears an experience that's unique to our region is coming to downtown Grand Forks. The city's Service and Safety Committee has just approved parklets to increase outdoor seating for restaurants. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us what this is all about.
The number of downtown Grand Forks events like Art Fest, Blues on the Red, and the Farmers Market continues to grow, along with the number of people coming downtown. The Parklets project would give downtown a new look. Basically, it expands the width of sidewalks. A parklet is a small platform that's built here over the parking space out in front of restaurants. It's built level with the sidewalk, so the sidewalk remains open and the restaurant can place more tables out here on the parklet.
Adds more outdoor seating, bike parking, green space, gathering space. It can be an anchor for the neighborhood, the community, bring more attention to the business that it's in front of.
Initially, the pilot parklet project would be used at just 2 businesses downtown, 2 parking spaces in front of the Brick and Barley, and 1 space in front of the Rhombus Guys Brewery.
It started out in San Francisco. It started from what is called Parking Day. It started in 2011. And it kind of became so popular, they made it more of a permanent feature instead of once-a-day thing.
The pilot project would last 3 years. Then, if it seems to be working out, it could be expanded and approved for other businesses in downtown Grand Forks. Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
The pilot project is expected to get the go-ahead from the full Grand Forks City Council when it meets on June 6th. The end of the school year is about here, so we're seeing some creative fun as the hours wind down. And in some cases, we're seeing students demonstrating some of the things they've learned. We thought this one was a gem. Students racing cars they made. Take a look.
3, 2, 1, go!
This group of 8th graders designed and put together these carbon dioxide-powered dragsters. They started from scratch, crafting their hot rods, keeping aerodynamics and speed potential in mind. It's all part of the STEM program. STEM focuses on science, technology, engineering, and math.
They really blossom. They really learn how to manage their time. They learn how to meet a deadline. They learn how to get something from the idea to the finished product. So it's a lot of practical application of things that they're going to need for later on in life.
One student raced his car against Mrs. Yoakum's. He won once and then was trounced the second time. We're told there will be a grudge rematch tomorrow.